Hello everybody, this is Dr. Petro at Texoma Wellness Center. Just want to let everybody know that we're still open. We're still here to help you. Until any further notice, we're going to be here 5 days a week. There's a few things I want to go over with everybody. We're going to start the talk about optimal function tonight. We're going to kind of switch things up, go with something that's more important, kind of talk about things that are more relevant today because people are self-quarantining, they're staying more at home. So there's a couple of things I want to go over with you guys to kind of, help you keep going towards your optimal function. One of the first things I want to talk about is a lot of people when they're home, they're going to be doing a lot of sitting, okay? Sitting for a short period of time is okay, but a lot of people at home are going to be sitting in the recliner on their couch. They're going to have bad posture, or they're going to be working from home, working on the computer, on their phone, laptops, different things like that. So we have to focus on how to sit and how to not sit for too long. Most businesses follow a guideline of not sit for longer than an hour at once. So every 50 minutes, to have you get up, walk for 10 minutes, kind of sit back down, or if you're staying at home watching TV. Another good little trick that I do is every commercial, I get up, walk around, commercial ends, and you can sit back down, watch your show. But I want to talk to a lot of the people who's going to be transitioning to working at home, working on a laptop. A lot of times when we work on our phone, we look down. Our laptop, if you're holding our lap, everything's down. What happens, as you can see, is as your head goes down, your shoulders go forward, okay? And start to create what we call upper cross syndrome. And what that is where you start to get really tight chest muscles and really tight muscles in the back. What you get is weak neck flexors and weak muscles in your back. So what happens, you start to get some of those headaches. You can get dizzy, you can kind of get fatigued faster. And what happens is normally about the average head weighs about 11.5 pounds, and that's if it's straight up. Okay, what happens when it goes forward, even going forward 2 inches can change that from 11.5 pounds to 40 pounds of pressure on the base of your, base of your neck through here, which causes a lot of stress on the muscles in your neck. Another way of thinking of that is it's like holding groceries close compared to holding groceries out here. You can hold groceries close all day. You hold groceries out here, it's going to wear out your shoulders, you're going to get really tired. Same thing happens with your neck when it goes forward. So we need to work on sitting up straight. The really good thing is we're going to look at our phone or computers. Try to hold the top of the screen eye level with you. What happens if you go too high is you tend to look up at it, and if it's low, you tend to slouch to kind of meet that. Another thing when it comes to sitting with bad posture, especially with everybody who's going to be sitting on the couch, in the bed, is you tend to have to slouch. So it creates this lower cross syndrome. Okay? So it means you get tighter abs, tighter glutes, but you also get weak muscles up here and weak muscles in your back. And as you can see through all this, the muscles in your back get pretty weak, and that exposes a lot of your spine. So work on it. You want to make sure you're sitting up straight. I would recommend not sitting in your couch, on your recliner, in bed. Get a nice chair, get like your office chair, get something like that, bring it home, sit in that and focus on it. And same thing, get up, walk around every hour to try to avoid getting too tired and slouching. If you notice you're slouching, one thing I do too is I recommend is taking a deep breath in and pretend I'm holding a pencil between my shoulder blades. So when you do that, is you open up your chest so you can breathe better, and it also helps bring your shoulders back and help work on your posture. So some of you might be wondering why it's important to have good posture, especially when looking at long term. So I'm going to take you over here to look at this chart. As you can see, as we talk about as your shoulders round forward and your head goes forward, you tend to straighten out your neck. And you can see all these lines are coming out in this region. Those are the nerves in your body. And you can see they affect everything that goes down your arm and even into your chest. And what happens in your area of your mid-back, upper back here, is you tend to hunch back a little bit in that bad posture. So same thing, everything goes to here, can affect things like your lungs, your heart, different things. In your low back, this is the main one that we see a lot of people come in here with, because a lot of it irritates your sciatic nerve. And that's usually one of the top things we see in this office. And you see this big, gigantic yellow line right that comes through here, that's that sciatic nerve that gets irritated in the low back. So if you're sitting with bad posture, like I said, what happens is your glute muscles get tight, and one thing to look for is that piriformis muscle that runs from here and across, that can get really tight, irritate that nerve, as well as just a bony structure itself. Here coming up in the future, we're supposed to get some really nice weather. I know today we got some clouds, it's not the most beautiful day. We're gonna have some days that are gonna be in the 80s, upper 80s. We're gonna want to get outside. We're gonna do some gardening, some yard work. But let's be honest, a lot of us haven't been very active this winter. A lot of us have been kind of staying inside. So when you start to go outside, go slow. Kind of, feel out what you can handle at first. For example, a lot of us want to get outside and get gardening. So when you're outside gardening, let's take this nice plant for example. A lot of us, when we go to work, we kind of bend at our waist, kind of hunch our back and do what we have to do. That's not what you want to do. What you want to do is you want to bend at the knees and at your waist and kind of sit into it and kind of work on things that way. the more you can avoid bending and hunching, the better off you're gonna be. If you do go too fast, if you do kind of push things, you get twinge in your low back, you know, we're here to help, but I have a couple things you can use, you know, at home to kind of help yourself get better. The first thing that we're gonna have you do is get some BioFreeze. This all comes in our acute care pack, and acute care basically means is that you just did this, it's a brand new injury. So BioFreeze, this really helps relax the muscles, take some of that tension off, helps relieve some of the pain. The next thing we have is Formula 303. What this is it's valerian root. And valerian root is a natural muscle relaxer. It doesn't interfere with any other medication. It doesn't have the nasty side effects that some other muscle relaxers have. It's really good stuff. And the next thing we have is an ice pack. So at first, when you first have an injury like this, you want to use ice to help calm down the inflammation, help reduce the pain. Later on, we will switch to heat, and you can also put these in the microwave and use them as a heat pack later on. So they're a real nice thing to have at home. All right, everybody, so just to recap, when you're at home, work on your posture, try not to sit for too long. If you're gonna go outside, do some yard work, do some gardening, make sure you keep an eye on your posture as well, keep your back straight. If you do have a twinge, we have the acute care pack, and we're also here for you. So just go ahead and give us a call. You know, we're here 5 days a week until further notice. So what we're going to be doing in the future is we're going to be doing like weekly posts from everybody here at Texoma Wellness Center. And also go check out the gym. They're also posting some good things, some good tips to kind of keep you active and moving during this whole time. So if you have any questions or concerns, give us an email, give us a call. You know, we'll answer anything the best that we can. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.